Hey everybody, and welcome to the Keep Times podcast. I'm here with Jessica and Marco.
Yeah, hello.
So, who are you guys, and what do you do?
I'm Marco, and I make music with Jessica. We have a band together, and we do it all right here in this small little space. And this is all the gear. This is where the office is, and this is where the mixing happens. And we also are documenting it all in a podcast or a vlog. What's it called? A vlog?
Yeah, I guess a vlog.
Yeah. A vlog.
Yeah.
I'm old.
A production vlog.
A production vlog. So we've got a camera right here. We've got another camera right here. So we're also filming this and going to cut it up and make something out of it, and then share it with you guys, and we'll share whatever you guys put it up with our very small audience.
Cool.
Yeah.
And for our audience, what is your vlog called, and where can people find it?
It's called What's Marco Up To? And soon enough, you'll find it on our label's website. We're just about to get it on there. But yeah, just YouTube, What's Marco Up To? I think this episode that we'll do, I think it's going to be like episode maybe 6 or 7.
Right.
But yeah.
Cool. And you said you're in a band together. So what is that band called?
Phuture Memoriez. Tell us, what's the Phuture Memoriez all about?
Yeah, how would you describe that?
Yeah, Phuture Memoriez.
How would you describe Phuture Memoriez?
Right now it's going in a more poppy direction, but it's still dark. So we met you from Jerk in the Can.
Yes.
So we were in Jerk in the Can, which was kind of like a in-your-face, kind of fun, blasty, weird synthy project. And then that kind of evolved, like we kept slowing it down. And then
It's basically like Jerk in the Can meets Enya. Somewhere in the middle
Yeah.
there.
I've always had a really hard time describing Jerk in the Can to people. I've tried many ways, but
we had a hard time too.
Yeah, it's loud.
Yeah.
But it's fun to dance to. But it's that doesn't do it justice. It's very hard to describe.
Right.
Yeah, so Phuture Memoriez was like a direct evolution from Jerk in the Can. And eventually we kind of like became so different from where we started that we were like, we should call it something
We
else
wanted to
now.
change the name, yeah. Like we did so much with both those projects when it comes to recording, making music, but also touring. So going out and playing shows really taught us about, when you first saw us, that was our second show as Jerk in the Can. Jerk in the Can's first show was in Calgary. We didn't play any Vancouver shows. That's how quick we made it so fast and went out there. So that was the second show, and because there was only 2 of us, we kind of thought we need to just come out like gangbusters. Like we don't want to play with necessarily just with like DJs or electronic artists. We want to play with all bands, so we want it to be that aggressive. But as time goes on, then we kind of found our way.
Yeah, and actually I'm remembering now, I think we met you when we were in Kill City Kids. I think that's how long ago it was.
Okay, so Kill City
Yeah.
like
2009-ish?
At Bohemia.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we met you like 3 bands back.
Yeah, a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah,
Our bands have been touring and playing shows together on and off for long times.
Yeah.
But yes.
And at your house, which was amazing.
Yeah, that was
an amazing show, yeah. And that was a show where the police came. We were supposed to play on the one night, and we ended up playing on the second night.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the 2-day, pseudo-festival things I had.
Yeah.
I was outside with Jessica, and at that point, I could kind of see them creeping around the bushes coming in, and I was thinking, okay, whoa, wait a second, there's so many kids here, and what's going to happen? Like, are they going to come in, and it's just going to be, crazy? And that was the scary part, for sure. But another scary part was all our equipment was back in the house, and we were like, fuck, we
oh yeah, we had
gotta
to tell them we need to go get our gear.
So I actually spoke in the cops before.
They were fine.
Yeah. It was like we were so surprised how in that situation it was just very calm and collected. And
I think I remember that one, and that was when some kid that was on his way to the show had stopped at the Subway restaurant nearby, stole all of their potato chips, and then quickly ran to the show and just gave them out for free at the show.
Man.
While you guys were playing.
That's funny.
So I'm sure the chips were enjoyed, but yeah, it cut the night a little short.
Right. So that's how it started. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you guys have a lot of instruments here. What?
Yes.
Describe them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on in your station here, Jessica?
Yeah, so mine...
What's your role in the band?
So my main instrument is the keyboard here, the synth. And then everything's just kind of feeding into it, aside from this thing. So it looks complicated, but if you just think of it as this is the main thing, which I can create a whole bunch of sounds.
That's a tone generator for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is then going through some different guitar pedals. So this one is like a multi-effects pedal. This one also has many effects. And then there's these two more simpler guitar pedals. And then, yeah, it's all just going into this mixer, which, you know, is handy for mixing on stage.
Yeah, that's an old one, eh?
That one, yeah, I can't remember how old that one is. And then the other element on this board is just this sampler, which, you know, we can put anything on these pads, like drum sounds, synthy sounds, screams, like
And then just
baby crying.
modulate them in numerous ways.
Yep.
And then all the Jessica stuff comes out of the orange amp.
Yep.
So we went through different combinations of figuring out what was the perfect amp for this situation.
I use the exact same cab.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This is a newer edition. Yeah.
On my setup, I have the MPC Live, which is the kind of the brain of everything. It's also what we use to record music. We don't. For what we do with Phuture Memoriez, we choose not to use any DAW or computer. We want to do everything in the MPC. And then from there, I play bass with the bass station. My vocals go through this Helicon pedal, so this is what creates all the big reverbs, and I can control that from the stage. All my bass is also going through this VT pedal, which is amazing. I'm using my 404 as kind of like a piano, so I have my notes and my sharps here, and then for every patch, it's always going to be like, I'm always going to put a C, I'm always going to put a C sharp, so when I'm playing and I'm not singing, then I can use these in tandem. This is to control different light systems, so if we have not light systems, but videos. So we sometimes have video screen in front of our stuff when we're playing, and then we'll have stuff from the club, and then we can control at least one of the screens from there. And then also, I just started doing this. I just started sending the 404 through the small amplifier, and this is the future of where Phuture Memoriez is going to go. I want, at some point, everything you see to have its own amplification. So when we play on stage, there's multiple amplifiers, and that'll give more of like a stereo kind of sound. But also, these things have all their own characteristics as well. So
that one has like a nice little tight, like small kind of speaker sound.
Yeah. The new Phuture Memoriez records will have bass and guitar for the first time. Oh, there's a little bit of guitar on the last one, but is there with Doug? Oh yeah.
Doug, yeah. Somebody else played guitar on our Art of War album, but Mark was playing all of the guitar on this new one.
And the way we're going with both the guitars, it's just too hard to bring in another member. So I wanted to write all the guitars and record them myself, which I'm doing. I'm in the process of doing. And then I created instructional videos on how to play the songs like you would see like YouTube, but only for my own personal and other guitar players. So it's quite possible that Jessica and I could go on tour, and like in Edmonton, we would send the videos out to a guitar player there and have somebody play in different cities. If our Vancouver guy Tyler can't make it, then it doesn't stifle us.
Could be a fun addition as well.
Yeah, and that's Phuture Memoriez right there. That's how it happens.
And so how vastly different of a setup is this from what you would have used to produce bath salts?
Bath salts was, well, at least on my end, was this keyboard.
Yep.
This. And this.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we did bath salts, we didn't have the MPC, so that at that point we were still going into a studio to make it. But I think everything else might have been the same. I think I was using the little chord keyboard.
Bath salts. Wait, you played real bass.
Oh,
yeah, so
right. There's real bass on that record.
Early Jerk in the Can, Marco was playing.
And if you listen to it,
really
very impressive.
Loud, gamey bass.
Yeah, he was playing real
very
bass. Yeah. So it was different, but not
different, but
super
the same.
different. Yeah.
It was different, but the same.
Cool. So what is Mount Pleasant Public Washroom?
So that is my solo project. Mount Pleasant, the Mount Pleasant Community Public Washroom, which stands for MPC, which is this, the MPC. That is a project that I started at first so that I could figure out how to make records in this unit right here without using a DAW. So I put tons of stuff in, tons of vocals, tons of all kinds of things, and mixed it. It was kind of like a test for me to see if I could do it, and then I released it. So far I've released 3 records like that. And I just released one in July, which features a hip-hop artist named MC Shamehole. And we were talking about that a while ago. Those are some pretty dark.
And so yeah, who is MC Shamehole?
MC Shamehole is a guy that is very similar to me, but different.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And so you were talking about the TV screens earlier. You guys have always been known for your visual expression as well with your music. Like you always used to do the red ski masks.
Yes, yeah.
Are the ski masks still a thing?
I think now everything is in the arsenal, so everything is up for discussion. But we don't.
They appear sometimes.
They appear
randomly.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just want to continue to evolve
And how about the claymation dude from the Jerk in the Can videos? Will we see him again?
So those guys are spread out everywhere. See, these guys are all these characters are actually all in here.
Oh, that's cool.
He's from Bus Bugs.
Yeah.
They're all kind of jammed in a drawer in the bedroom, actually.
Fair enough.
Out of anything we've done, it's the music videos that were stop motion that got us the most amount of views. We've been in different, like, weird, strange festivals, horror video festivals, all over the country and in the States as well. But they take a lot of real estate to make. I don't make them, Jessica makes them.
They take a lot of time.
A lot of time and a lot of patience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that what she has been saying is never again.
Well,
so I think it's up for debate.
Not never again, but maybe in my retired, like, old lady life.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe not in here.
Or maybe when
having the space.
Yeah, in this particular configuration, not possible anymore.
Fair enough.
But we do release video with everything that we do, and this record will come out in November, so there will be some sort of
we started
something.
experimenting with this cool like visual program called Max 8, which is like, it's weird, like you can get it to look really glitchy, really colorful. You can kind of like nerd out on it, do some computer coding.
It really is about having a controller, so controlling in real time.
That's
like
when we got this thing here.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of like mapping?
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of. Like, it's such a complex program, I still don't know how to use it very well. But.
So far with my Mount Pleasant Community Public Washroom record that I released in July, I've released 3 videos, and those videos are all the same. It's basically a bunch of things made in Premiere Pro, so cut up images, and then we put up a big canvas. Mm-hmm. We project the canvas onto the canvas, and we film the projection, and then in that one, I'm acting out different things in front of it.
Oh.
I also made a video on the first record where I went to Queen Elizabeth Park, which is just up here, and I got some bird seeds, and I filmed birds from low angles eating seeds. And what I was trying to do was trying to create kind of like a old Beastie Boys records where, you know, when you see if you or Beastie Boys videos, you see those Beastie Boys videos and it's always shot from below, and you know they're like walking up to the camera and like some weird colors in the back. But I tried to rebuild all of that, but using crows and birds and stuff like that. And then once I got all the images that I wanted, then we projected it onto the wall again, and then Jessica had a controller and she controlled that software to create like different tints, and
that one was colorized with Maxi.
So we don't even so we try to put that out there and try to hashtag that out, that actually when you're looking at our videos you're also looking at projection art. I think that takes another element to it.
Cool. And you had mentioned also there's a diorama involved in the
first record.
Yeah.
And there's a video on YouTube as well, time lapse of how Jessica built that whole thing.
The making of that. Yeah, that was during the lockdown, so I had some time on my hands. Cool. So I would set up the little GoPro every time I made some little things.
And it's because that we're doing all of these things that we decided, okay, we need a one-stop place to put all of this in, label. I also work with other people in songwriting teams, and then there's the podcast. I had the Marco B Show, which was a podcast where I interviewed Vancouver musicians. I did like 15 episodes of that, and yeah, basically now everything is in that one place, and now we're looking at the label and thinking, how can we bring in other artists into the picture with us? So cool. But it's still building, and it's still still pretty small.
And that new label is called
Nerve-Wracking Collections.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And so you said there's a couple things. I guess it's just the MPC and the Futures are going to be the first two things coming out on that label?
No. So far, the label has released past records. So all the Jerk in the Can is on the label. All the Kill City Kids. My first band that I wrote for called Go Ghetto Tiger is all on there. So there's a lot on there right now. During this COVID time, I created 3 records for the MPC PW project, and those are all on there. And then we made videos. We did a Slayer cover for Phuture Memoriez, and we turned that into a video. So,
and what Slayer song?
South of Heaven.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Unforeseen future nestled somewhere in time.
It's slowed down, so it's like 7 minutes long.
Oh.
Yeah.
And all with a little bit of guitar, but all with synths.
Yeah, a
all
lot
with
of synth layering.
and glockenspiel, and that was a thing for, like, when Jessica and I make records. So Jessica plays different instruments that I don't play, so we try to incorporate everything that we have in our house, and we have shit hiding like everywhere, all kinds of like little synths and stuff, and so we try to incorporate all that stuff, and recording things with microphones. We're really into field recording, so we love to embrace like high fidelity recordings. We love together so many different types of bands. We're big fans of like Health, the Soft Moon, and going back to like Nine Inch Nails. We want big records like that, but also lo-fi and introducing noise and hiss. So for the I like it also for the psychedelic experience. I remember back in the day a few minutes ago when I would take LSD and listen to music, and there'd be so much in there, or mushrooms. There would be so much in there, but yeah. So I want to reproduce that as well, and that's the goal.
Cool. And so I imagine being in the middle of this giant city, there's a lot of opportunity for field recording.
Lots of opportunity, yeah. We have a lot of amazing construction going on outside of our place right now, so, and just
Hellish
going around and
sounds.
talking to people. Yeah, the other day I did an episode where I went down to Science World, and they have the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel is this big kind of like, I don't know, is it perpetual?
I think it is, and actually I just heard the other day, I think it used to live in Edmonton.
The Tower of Babel.
Apparently.
Wow, it's amazing. It's like
Yeah.
maybe like 2 stories tall, and they drop like balls in it, and it goes down this whole thing, and it makes all these sounds. So I went down, I field recorded it. I cut it up, I put it in here. I made a whole episode with the GoPro of me going down there and doing that, and then putting it in there. And so to us, when we listen to those recordings, we have like church bells from Prague, and every time I hear songs where we put that shit in there, it's like it just brings me back. So, and I try to record it in a way that captures that. So that's why things like hiss and stuff, it's almost like when you're recording drums and you leave in overhead mics to kind of bring the room into the recording. I'm also trying to bring in, if I'm field recording, the outside sounds that were happening, even if it's ugly, try to make it sound nice, but just to bring in all those things. And the thing about what Jessica and I do is we openly, like, if you analyze all our music, you'll see that the one, or at least all of our branding, you'll see that the one thing that is consistent is the neighborhood we live in, Mount Pleasant. We've named stuff after it. It's in the artwork. It's in the song lyrics. We've gone out and interviewed people. So we're bringing that all back in here and then putting it out to the 25 or 30 people that are totally into it.
Fair enough. Well, I'm definitely one of them.
Thank you.
So we have a question from the audience.
Okay.
Sure.
Where is she?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here she is. What's your name?
Kristina.
And Kristina is a Virgo. Wonderful. And you're a Taurus.
That is a fact.
That is a fact.
So she wants to know, how did you first fall in love and why?
complicated.
Well,
Yeah. There's the truth and there's the lie. The truth is that I was in a facility that was housing me, and Jessica was she worked at the facility. It was a prison, and Jessica worked at the prison, and we, through the bars, through the moonlight coming through the cracks, we fell in love. Here we are.
Fair enough. Is that how you would describe it?
no. I don't want to ruin the story.
Right. We were working at a coffee shop together, and we met that way. It's so anticlimactic.
That is what happens.
Okay.
Well, funny enough, I moved to Vancouver back in 2003, and like a couple weeks later, I found a job at the coffee shop that Marco was working at, and then we met, and we just, became best friends, and
right away,
like
that
started
day.
going to see shows and things, and it was so quick after I moved to Vancouver. So yeah, it's been a long time.
Cool.
But we only started making music like halfway through, right?
Yeah, true.
So we've been together for maybe 40 years now.
Yeah. Marco was like a super active musician when I met him.
I would say a local legend.
Yeah, so he was
legend.
playing in a band called The Radio. And then he played in Go Ghetto Tiger for many years, and then I didn't even join Marco. It was for Kill City Kids.
Yeah.
That was maybe in 2011. Yeah. So many years later.
But we are in love, that's true.
That is true.
Yeah, we got married in Vegas.
We did, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a whole video on YouTube about us getting married in Vegas. So
I don't even know how to find it, actually.
Marco and Jessica's Vegas trip.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you so much.
you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
me in your house.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
This has been Clint and Jessica and Marco at the Keep Times Podcast in downtown Vancouver. Peace.